Hey everyone, I'm Susan. I just wanted to introduce y'all to my new little family member. We've been calling him Scribbles for a couple of reasons, and I'll go over those in a few minutes. He is a Shih Tzu, an AKC registered Shih Tzu that I bought from the internet. I saw him advertise puppy.com. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, but you can look for specific dogs based on the breed, whatever kind you want. Usually they're full breeded, or I think you can look for mixed breeds. I'm not 100% sure. But I bought this little guy because he's a 4.5-year-old dog you can breed that had like a history from Thailand and Canada, and they were champion dogs. And so I thought, oh, that's great. That would be the perfect dog to breed. And so I contacted her and I met her and I got the dog. As soon as I saw the dog, as soon as I saw her holding him, I knew something was wrong. That dog was shaking and petrified, matted up, disgusting, dirty. The most horrendous smell was on that dog that it would just nearly knock you down. And so I asked her to put him in the kennel in my back seat. And of course, thank God, it was like an hour and 15 minutes home. He laid back there peacefully, never made a cry. And meanwhile, I'm talking to him in like a baby voice. Hey baby, you're gonna be just fine. And he seemed like he would calm down, but almost like anytime I would even look like I may crawl in the back seat, he would flip out, cower to the back of his kennel, and shiver from head to toe. It was so pitiful. But there's Scribbles right there at the moment. He has been here 6 days, and he's actually laying on my daughter's pillow. She'll be interested in that. But you can see that he looks kind of gapped up, like somebody just really screwed around with a razor and went to town on him. That is exactly what happened. When I got this guy, he was matted down with, I'm going to guess, 3 or 4 inches thick of fur. It was so awful looking. I have my girl is jumping all over me. And he just looked so pathetic. And it was like the #1 thing I had to do. I had to get that fur off of him. It was so thick. It was like a snake it was like a snake. It was almost like a snake. I mean, I'm betting a snake could have hidden in that fur and nobody would have known it. It was that awful. And you can see, I mean, I'm not a groomer. And so he is definitely not, cleaned off perfectly. But I can tell you he feels way better than he did when I picked him up. And also, after numerous days of just carrying him around, forcing him out of his little hiding spot behind the couch, grabbing him up and carrying him around just when I was doing my household chores, he has really, really come around kind of, and he's a lot more friendly than he used to be. He's a lot less afraid, but he's still kind of yucky looking, so we call him Scribbles. That's one of the reasons. It's like a perfect name for him because, well, he looks like somebody scribbled all over him. He's kind of all messed up. But the sad thing is the history of this dog. The lady I bought him from had made a book, and even, I mean, literally at this point, I do not say his old name. I will not let that dog hear his old name based on his definite abuse, because that dog was afraid of people, petrified of children, starved. When I sheared him, I definitely termed it shearing. It was like shearing a sheep. When I sheared him, I could see his bones. This little dude hadn't eaten. He ate 2 bowls of food that night. That's how hungry he was. All right, so that is our little guy at 8 weeks old. And here he is at 9 months old. Look at the difference. I mean, look how scruffy and gross he looks there. I mean, that's gross. But that is his father. Bred in Thailand. First place show dog. That is a great-grandfather. First place show dog in Canada. Here's another great-grandfather. I don't know who won this award. First place, blue ribbon. And then he had another great-grandfather, I guess. I don't know, maybe the same dog. I mean, no, not the same dog. Canada and Thailand Grand CH. Not even sure what that means, honestly. That must be champion. So here we are, American Canada. Another great-great-grandfather. And then here we are, a great-great-grandmother, first place winner. And these people kind of, I don't know where, that's a great-great-grandmother. First place. America and Canada champion. And here is his great-great-great-grandmother from Canada, a champion. I mean, great-great-grandmother. Great-great-grandmother. I mean, it's unreal. Amazing, and this dog comes from pure royalty. I mean, what I would term royalty. They're from other, you know, countries, and they're champions. First place champions. And my little guy was treated like pure garbage. How is that? Like, why would anybody do that? This is the fur that I trimmed off of this guy. And I called it shearing because it was literally, let me open it. It was literally like shearing sheep, and I have sheared sheep. This dude's fur was, Minnie Ray, please move. This dude's fur was, oh, so nasty, and came off in like sheets almost. It was so disgusting. And when I brought him to the vet, they acted like, oh, well, that's, you know, we've seen way worse than that. I was like, dude, how can you see worse? It's pitiful. And they, you know, the vet assured me he would come around, and he has made way more progress than I thought. I mean, literally, when I got him and brought him home on that Sunday, I thought, what have I done? Like, I'll have a dog that hides behind the couch forever. This will be terrible. How am I going to breed him when he's too scared? But fortunately, a lot of love and a lot of care, and this little guy has made a ton of progress. So Scribbles, say goodbye, and I will keep you updated on poor little Scribbles. I was told by the original breeder to get him groomed to make all his hair nice and even, so that when it grows out, it'll be nice and perfect. And I cannot wait to see what he looks like when I look at all his ancestors. I just think, oh my gosh, how beautiful is he going to be? I'm not sure he'll ever be show dog quality based on his abuse, but either way, he will definitely look like, and he'll be a show dog to me. Sweet little baby. Say bye, Scribbles. Say bye, Scribbles. Yeah, bye-bye.